Whispers of the Forest, romantic. Characters. Elara, a kind-hearted, spirited young woman who lives in the forest and knows every path, animal, and whisper of the woods. A curious and gentle prince, noble yet longing for a life beyond the palace walls. In a sun-dappled forest clearing, late afternoon, birds sing softly. Elara is gathering wild herbs. Suddenly, she hears footsteps and turns cautiously. Who's there? I warn you, I have a sharp dagger and I know how to use it. Peace, lady of the forest. I mean you no harm. I'm only lost, perhaps, or maybe I was meant to find this place. You're dressed too fine to be a traveler. Velvet, gold trim, you're not from around here. Guilty as charged. I am Oren, son of King Eldon, but out here, I am only Oren, just a man seeking silence. A prince in my woods? That's rare. The last royalty I saw was a fox in a crown of leaves. I'd like to meet that fox. He sounds like he understands freedom better than I do. So why are you really here, Oren? No one gets lost in this forest by accident. They say this forest is enchanted, that it hides secrets and listens when you speak. I came to see if that's true, and maybe to find something real. Something not bound by duty or expectations. Then you came to the right place. The trees keep secrets better than any king's court. And you? What do you seek in this quiet life among birds and shadows? Peace and purpose. I grow what I need, heal animals, speak with wind and river, but sometimes I wonder what lies beyond the trees. And I wonder what lies within them. You, Elara, you're a part of this forest, like the light that filters through the leaves. Flattery from a prince, should I curtsy? Only if I must kneel in return. They both laugh gently. A quiet breeze stirs the leaves around them. Tell me, prince, not the royal version, the real one. What do you dream of? I dream of walking without guards, of hearing my name spoken without fear or formality. I dream of sitting by a fire with someone who sees me, not the crown. And now that you've found your way into this forest, do you feel closer to that dream? More than I ever have. Especially now. Elara and Prince Oren walk side by side through a mossy path. Birds call softly above. The sunlight breaks through the canopy in golden shafts. They reach a small, still lake where dragonflies dance over the surface. Elara, kneeling by the water. This is my favorite place. When the world feels too loud, the lake listens but never speaks. The lake listens. Perhaps that's why it's so wise. He sits beside her, brushing his fingers over the surface of the water. My mother used to take me to a fountain in the royal gardens. I remember the way the light hit the stone, like it glowed from within. But I always felt watched. Even in beauty, there was duty. And here? Here I feel free. I feel me. When I was a child, I thought I'd grow up to be invisible. People came to the forest for herbs, healing, but never stayed. I became part of the background, a shadow among leaves. But shadows are where the stars are born, aren't they? Turning to him with a small smile. That's a poetic thing to say for someone raised behind castle walls. Books, windows, and a desperate heart. They teach more than tutors. There's a pause. A soft breeze ripples the surface of the lake. May I ask something? Bold? Elara, you may try. Do you ever feel lonely here? Among trees and winds that can't hold you? Sometimes. But loneliness is quieter here. Gentler. It doesn't sting. It hums. And when someone truly sees you, even just once, the silence becomes a song. Then I hope I'm part of that song. Their hands brush as they reach for a lily floating nearby. They both pause, fingers lightly touching over the petals. You're not what I expected from a prince. and you're everything I didn't know I needed to find. A pause lingers. They look into each other's eyes, a quiet, unfolding moment. You don't belong to this forest, Auren. Not yet, but maybe I could belong to someone in it. Soon the sun begins to sink lower, casting amber light over the lake. A distant owl calls. The air thickens with that golden stillness before twilight. Alara and Oren remain close, fingers now fully intertwined. The sun is setting. I should return before they send the royal hounds for me. Let them. The forest has better beasts. You make it hard to leave, Alara. Then don't. Stay, even just for one night. Let the stars crown you instead. You don't know what it means. If I vanish even for a night, there will be talk, rumors. My father will send knights. My name will echo in places it never should. Then be nameless here, be only a voice beside mine, a shadow in the pine. The trees won't tell, the stars never whisper. A moment of silence. Then Oren stands and steps a few feet away. But what if I want more than a night? What if what I feel is not a flicker, but a fire? Then let it burn. But understand, fires in forests either warm or destroy. I'd risk every flame for another day with you. He walks back slowly until they're close again. Her hand finds his cheek, brushing lightly. You speak like poetry, Oren. But does the prince speak for the man? Because the man must choose. The crown or the clearing. For once, I don't know. I only know that when you looked at me, I felt known. When you smiled, I remembered who I was before duty claimed me. Alara presses a finger to his lips. Then let this moment be real. No vows, no promises, just now, you and me, before the world finds us again. He kisses her forehead, then rests against hers. If this is a dream, let me sleep forever. And if it's not, then meet me again when the moon is full, at this lake. No titles, no guards, only you. I will. I swear it, not as a prince, but as a man who has finally seen the forest and the heart within it. They pull apart slowly. He walks backward for a few steps, watching her, then disappears between the trees. Alara stands alone, a soft smile on her face. The wind stirs the leaves again. Twilight settles over the forest clearing. Fireflies begin to glow. The young forest girl and the prince sit side by side beneath a centuries-old oak. Prince, I wish this moment could last forever, here under these stars with you. Everything else fades away. Then let it last. Forget the clocks and crowns. Just listen to the trees. They whisper only truth. They whisper your name too, you know. Even before I met you, I used to dream of a voice calling me from deep within the woods. Now I know it was yours. Placing a hand. And I used to wonder, would the world ever bring someone here to this hidden corner, someone who sees not just the trees, but the soul within them? And now that we've found each other, what do? My world and yours, they don't exactly dance in harmony. Maybe they were never meant to. Maybe they were meant to sing different melodies, but together, a song no one's heard before. A soft breeze passes. The leaves rustle gently. She leans against him, and he wraps a cloak around her shoulders. If I asked you to come with me to the palace, to my world, would you? Forest girl, looking up, eyes full of both warmth and sorrow. I would follow you to the edge of the earth, but I won't abandon my forest. It breathes through me. It's not a place, it's part of who I am. Then let me come here. Let me build a bridge between the marble and the moss. I don't want a kingdom without you in it. And I don't want a forest that keeps me from your arms. Then let's make a promise, not to belong to one world or the other, but to create one of our own, where birds and violins sing together, where love walks barefoot on cobblestone and moss alike. Where a prince learns to speak the language of the trees, and a forest girl wears starlight like a crown. They stand. Hand in hand, the moonlight falls like silver blessing over them. Tomorrow may be uncertain, but tonight, we choose each other. Prince. And every night after that, until the stars forget how to shine.